into the video, but I wanted to do a really quick intro. So as you just saw, I am doing the Sick Snow White that Mikey did here on YouTube. I absolutely love her videos, and I'm doing, I guess you can call it more of a modernized Snow White because I didn't go full out with the costume and the hair. This is probably more like a Cinderella-esque dress, but it's the closest thing that I had to kind of fit with the character. So yeah, if you guys are ready to see me attempt FSX for the first time, you're probably in for a treat. I love how there's like a dot of juice on her lip from that. Oh no, she dropped both of her apples. I hate people throwing up. Yeah, I know it's fake, but I can't. Deal with it. That's why it's like a challenge for me to do this tutorial, because I hate the look of this. It's so gross. Why am I doing this myself again? Mikey, you need to do more of these, please. They're like my favorite.
Welcome back to my old apartment and a year and a half younger. I am practically a fetus here. Step 1 to this tutorial is to be super pale. I obviously have that covered. Also, black contacts are that extra soulless look. Now, before you can become Sick Snow White, you must first become a healthy and happy Snow White. You know what that means, right? Bad eyebrows. I naturally have transparent brows, so all I need to do for the first step is to wipe these babies off and draw them back on. But for you, you may want to do what's called blocking your brows. I'll leave instructions on that in the description box.
All right, so to get started, I am just going to use my Pale because wow. Maybe I should have done a zombie tutorial since I'm already halfway there with the lack of sleep and feeling like one. I'm going to use my foundation to make my complexion even, and like Mikey, we're both very pale, so we do have that going on for us. And I don't think I'm going to need to block out my brows. My brows are pretty sparse and they're microbladed, and I should be able to easily cover them up. So, and I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So that's always fun. I'm the best at YouTube, obviously. Onward.
A lot of stress to find true love, which may have led them down this path of overplugging, so we need to be sympathetic to that. There's an art to drawing these, and it's basically to think of a happy face, but with a frown, so not a happy face at all, a frown face. Draw the mouth of the frown face with your eyebrow product of choice where each brow belongs. When you wish for thick eyebrows.
Me!
Next, take a...
Alright, you guys, so I am just going to go ahead and use my dip brow. Maybe I should have blocked my brows out. I thought that they would have covered better, but oh well. So she said a happy face, but not a happy face, a frowny face. So I'm trying like my hardest with this tutorial. I know like everyone says that, but I've been so interested in trying to get into SFX that this is like kind of like this challenge kind of came at like the perfect time for that, because now like there's really no excuse for me to not give this a shot. You know, I've been watching and like had an interest in possibly trying to do some kind of video for like the last 2 years, but I've been nervous about it. So luckily this challenge for me has forced me to go out and buy some products to test out to see how I like it. So I've been a fan of Mikey's for years. Since she was in the Face Awards is when I started watching her. And she has obviously great tutorials if you guys haven't checked her out. And then also Raw Beauty Christie also has some cool SFX stuff on her channel too. So I'm just excited. And when I say I'm 100% committed, I mean, I'm 100% committed with the makeup, not with the wig or outfit, so sorry about it. I can't even make sad eyebrows match. All right, that's as good as it's gonna get. Close enough.
Brown color that's darker than your skin and blend it into the crease of your eyelid using a fluffy brush. Nothing fun happening here, really basic. Following that, I'm taking a warm kind of peachy nude color and sweeping that lightly over the lid to look less like a corpse. Taking your favorite black liner, do the most basic, tiny, straight, no wing, no fun eyeliner.
All right, whatever you say, Mikey.
Can you tell I'm not too into Snow White's makeup style? Add mascara.
Me either,
if you're
girl.
not making funny faces while doing so, then you're not concentrating hard enough.
I mean, that's obviously like the best face to pause on. All right, so I'm going in with my Jaclyn Hill palette, and she used like a pretty warm brown. So I think I'm gonna take a mix between this color and this one in the crease, and then I'll put this one on my lids. Perhaps I went a little bit too dark. So if you're ever like me and you think you went too dark, just really blend your eyeshadow out.
Snow White's too boring, so we're giving her lashes out.
Ooh, I forgot to do my liner. All right. Is that good enough for a small, thin line with no wing? Now for some mascara. That moment when your dogs are almost too quiet downstairs and your suspicion level grows. Lashes. Don't know why my camera is struggling to focus on anything, but you know. This is why I don't like lashes. I would have a lot more space for blending if my brows really were this high and thin. I hate false lashes. Even though I'm remembering the tips from the Raw Beauty Christie video that I just uploaded. Worked then, why isn't it working now? Did I not use enough glue? Like, I don't understand. I really think it's these lashes in particular. I don't feel like they really mold to the shape of my eye. And even though they're like stuck onto the package that's rounded, they want to sit pretty straight on my eye.
Care what the fairy tale says. Disney, here's a suggestion. Lashes.
My girl's smart over here.
Moving on to making our eyes big and bright and cartoony AF. Use a white eye pencil in the lower waterline. This is like my favorite makeup related party trick. So white, much
Love it.
Apply your favorite pink blush for that healthy, not hanging over the toilet yet glow. Lastly, line your lips with a red lip liner and fill it in with a red lipstick of your choice. Glam Snow White complete.
Woo! All right, so I will add blush and red lipstick, and we will be ready for Sick Snow White. Oh, hey, Mr. Mian, hello! Hi! Oh, Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean. What's up? Hello, handsome man. Hi. All right, let's see what Mikey has for us next.
On to the gore. The concept of a sick Snow White is taken straight from the events of the movie in which Snow White eats a poisoned apple. This version just with a little extra realness and graphicness. Not all the princesses in this series will be literal takes from their fairy tales, but this one happens to be since the gory aspect is built right in. Let's begin. We're going to start by making our face look sunken in. Taking a dark contour color, whether it's cream or powder, start defining the hollows of your cheeks. Making a fishy face can help you find exactly where that is if you're unsure. Use that darker color to fill in and lightly blend out the entire area below the cheekbones, and then do the same in other spots of the face like the temples and eye sockets. I chose to make the hollows of my cheeks extra defined, but it's up to you how theatrical you'd make it.
Alrighty. So I do have a cream contour from Anastasia. I've never used this before, so should be interesting. She did a pretty heavy contour, so I'm gonna do the same. Nothing like accentuating your dark circles.
To keep this look consistent throughout, I did similar shading down my neck and chest. Using a tiny bit of red cream paint, I'm applying that messily under my eye to give the
Alright, so now she said she was going in with a bit of cream paint, so I bought some Mehron paints. I've been eyeing these forever, and again, this was just like the perfect excuse to get some. So I'm just gonna go in with the red. I've never used this stuff before, so should be interesting. Pretty easy. I just got my brush barely damp, and it picked up quite a bit of color.
Then I'm choosing a cutesy kind of greenish tan water activated paint on a wet piece of sponge and dabbing that all over my skin to give it extra texture and start building the illusion of translucence.
Love it!
A little afterwards with the regular makeup wedge to ensure that the marks aren't too harsh.
I love this stuff. I'm excited
Repeat
for
this
it.
process with a light gray and a deep red. Again, remembering to bring it all the way down your neck and chest. I decided to go back to the sunken contouring phase and add some to the nose and a little around the edge of the mouth, but on to the real fun.
All right, before we get too ahead of ourselves, I am going to go ahead and get on with that. So this is just like a regular like crafting sponge that you can find at Joann's or anything like that. And I just rip off little bits. I love this for makeup smudging. I haven't done it in forever, but maybe I'll be re-inspired after doing this look. So first she used like a pukey yellow color. So I think I'm just gonna mix the yellow and brown together. And then she said she went over with like a gray color, so like maybe the brown and white, and then red, and she did it all over her face. And this is what I love about looks like this, because there's really no right or wrong to it.
2,000 years later.
So I definitely think my mistake was that I forgot to press it in while it was still wet, but I'm gonna work with it and try to get it look more like hers, because right now I just look like a splotchy Van Gogh painting. I think I look fairly disgusting. I can see now on camera that I need to make some areas on my face a little bit darker, just a little bit. So before, it was kind of like a big splotchy mess because I wasn't blending it in right away with the wedge. So what I did to counteract that was I went back in with my foundation and just splotched my foundation back on top of my face. And that's kind of like how I corrected it to get this to look a little bit more skin-like. I feel like in person, like the red and stuff is like a lot more noticeable. My chest doesn't look the best, but I'm not like super concerned about that right now because I mean, when you're throwing up, you're probably gonna be busting a lot of blood vessels. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, so I feel like that looks fairly good. All right, I feel pretty good about that. So I'm gonna go back into a powder contour. This is NYX Blush and Taupe. And I'm just gonna kind of like re-go over the areas like she did. I'm gonna like kind of stipple it on so it's not, so we're not like brushing away everything that we just laid down. Why do I feel like I'm just like a miner that just got into a mining accident? Oh my god, okay. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. Moving on.
Looking bomb, guys. You're gonna need a container, some kind of a mixer like a popsicle stick, and some variety for our puke. Might I suggest some cereal? How about some crackers? Have some water handy, and finally we will need latex. Some of you may necessary. Try not to eat all your supplies. And let me also quickly say that there's a fine line with using food in place of products made for special effects. Dry foods with preservatives are okay if that's the only thing accessible to you, but do not ever use any food like raw meat in a makeup look because it is a bacteria fest that will rot on your body as it's worn and poses a very serious potential threat to whoever is wearing the makeup. One seemingly invisible cut in the skin and you've got the perfect recipe for infection. So save your meatballs.
You don't want to look like this in real life. Alright, let's work on our vomit. Alright, so I feel like I'm failing because the rest, like my arms are a lot more yellow than like my chest. I actually feel like my chest matches my face pretty well. This is so frustrating. Alright, I know this looks weird. I probably should cover the rest of my arms, huh? Should I? Should I commit that much? Alright, y'all, I committed, okay? So, my shoulders are definitely looking pretty yellow, but it's a lot. It's a lot, it's a lot, it's a lot. I've been trying to like tone it down with cream contour to make it like more brown. Let me just go with the brown paint, actually. I tried to focus a little bit too much on my skin looking jaundicey. Can I just say that normally I would have to worry about my video being demonetized because YouTube says that FSX is not advertiser friendly. But luckily for me, you know, YouTube decided to demonetize my channel altogether because, you know, they decided that I wasn't good enough to be partners with them anymore, so. And in the words of Mikey, fluff you, YouTube, you need to get it together. Not that Mikey has ever said fluff you to YouTube, she just says the word fluff. But let me just take a second here and go on a little rant. It is BS that they say that SFX isn't advertiser friendly because this stuff is educational. And then second of all, like they play horror movies on TV, don't they? So there's ads on TV, so how is that okay, but an educational video isn't? Seriously, YouTube, get it together. All right, so I got some cheese puffs. I hate wasting these because these are like my favorite snack in the world. Got some cheddar Ritz crackers, and then, I don't know, I also thought that this could be an interesting texture. This is like a Belvita soft baked mixed berry bar. So we're just gonna smash it into a bowl and add some water and see where we get with it. At least with that bar, my vomit smells good.
Oh yeah, looking bummy. Don't forget your breakfast. Honey bunches of oats and frosted flakes work best for this, I think, but you can experiment with different shapes. Top off your cereal by pouring milk, I mean latex, all within there. Stir until all your chunks are covered thoroughly. I will call this section strategic puke placing. Start slathering it on. You get to decide how messy of a hurler you are. Let your creativity flow right out of you like a waterfall of stomach acid.
This stinks.
Once you've painted your canvas, revel in your sexiness and let the bomb dry. While that's drying, let's start this series off right by whipping out the scab blood. Have it get acquainted.
I don't have scab blood.
I'm no doctor, but I'd be willing to visit.
Oh, this latex smells so bad.
Had a nosebleed. And today, princess, that's you.
Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up.
Start bleeding from their eyeballs, but you know, it's scab blood. I can't help myself. Coughing up your innards is a workout. So next, I'm using a product called Ultra Sweat to add little beady droplets of liquid stress around my face. If you don't already have the stuff, you can use good old-fashioned lubricant. Yeah, I didn't make the rules. Our bomb should be done drying by now, which is when you can start painting it.
We need to go back. I'm like, this makes me want to throw up, for real. Oh my god, this is so freaking disgusting. Oh my god, I want to throw up.
The next day.
Oh no.
1 week later.
Oh god. Okay. Okay.
1 eternity later.
I think this is... Alright, this is where I'm gonna stop with that.
Coughing up your innards is a workout. So next I'm using a product called Ultra Sweat to add little beady droplets of liquid stress around my face. If you don't already have this stuff, you can use good old-fashioned lubricant. Yeah, I didn't make the rules.
Oh my god.
Now, which is when you can start painting it. I'm going for a beautiful shade of tan with a pinch of army green and a highlight of baby brown.
Green,
I'm using a brush to apply the water-activated paints and sponge to diffuse them. Gloss it over with a little bit of cream color to give that frothy feel. Lastly, coat it with some glycerin to give it that fresh out the throat and full of saliva finish.
This is so gross. Actually, I feel like I almost don't even need to paint over my vomit because I feel like it looks pretty fluff and disgusting as is. I think now that the latex is drying, I'm definitely smelling more of like that berry bar, like thank God. Never did I ever think I would literally be covering myself in lube. Thanks, Mikey. All right, now she said to get like some of this onto the throw up. I do want to add some green though, so we're gonna mix some green and brown. And, ooh, yeah, that's pretty pukey. All right, I think I'm pretty happy with that. And then now she said to add some more of this onto the chin so you look drippy. And by the way, I just went over my lips with Hot Fire by Dose of Colors. Lovely. All right. Okay, what next? I think we're about done.
Grab some brown tooth enamel because no one
Don't have that
without needing a toothbrush and afterwards. This stuff works by getting your teeth really dry first and then painting it on. I rubbed some off right after applying it so that it wasn't totally even, and voila, you now look like Wendy from Breaking Bad. The No Gore tutorial is fully complete without these terrifying eye drops that
And I don't have those either.
First yellow because yellow equals sick. This concludes the special effects part of the tutorial. Hopefully your college experience didn't look anything like this. Call poison control, drink some ginger ale, and pop a Tums to settle that stomach. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you feel like a princess.
All right, you guys, so here is the masterpiece. So what do you guys think? I think I look pretty vom-tastic. I hope I did Mikey proud with this look. This was my first time trying anything like this, and I did have fun creating it. It was a lot of fun, and I definitely think that I want to branch out more and try different things. So thank you, Mikey, for putting content like this out here, because a lot of us do appreciate it, even if YouTube doesn't. But yeah, that is going to be a wrap on this look today. I feel like it was fairly easy to recreate by myself at home without having a ton of supplies. This is pretty beginner friendly. I would say the only extra things I had to buy were the Mayron paints and the latex. Other than that, I had everything else that I needed to create this look. So yeah, thank you guys for watching me get vom-tastic here with this, I guess, modern day Snow White. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up for my effort, and leave me a comment down below what videos you would like to see from me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.